Welcome to Technia TV. This is Arun Bhatia here delivering a lecture on customer loyalty and retention strategies. Now, what do we mean by customer loyalty? Customer loyalty, in plain definition, means that the person is tied up to a particular brand, a particular company, and he makes repeated changes. Now, it is defined as a customer's commitment or attachment to a particular brand, store, manufacturer, a service provider, or an entire entity. Customer loyalty is measured in proportion to purchase. Now, for example, when we say undivided loyalty means that the customer, year after year, he goes on purchasing the product, from the same organization. He does not move on to the customers. Why does it happen? Why? Because he knows that the services which he is going to get after the purchase, those services will never be compromised. Second is occasional switcher. Occasional switcher means that very few times he would like to switch to a particular competitor. Not actually saying that he's been dissatisfied with the services of the existing organization, but just for a change he would like to try. For example, ladies are actually fond of buying jewelry, especially from Tanishq, but on certain occasions they may also like to try jewelry from PP Jewelers. But what happens is they are actually tied up with Tanishq. It is only for a small time period that they would like to avail the services of a different organization. Third one is the switch loyalty. Switch loyalty means that the customer is totally dissatisfied after experiencing the services of a particular organization for some while. He would like to now try with a different organization altogether. For example, I've been using Samsung air conditioner for the past 5 years. Okay, now all these 5 years I've been getting the proper services of the Samsung organization. The customer service has so far been very very up to the satisfaction mark. Why? Because maybe the during those 5 years everything was under cover. The warranty period was covered, the guarantee period was covered, and on my call the next day the engineer would come to me for a service. But after 5 years, the moment my warranty and guarantee period gets over, I experience a different kind of a service altogether from Samsung. Now there is a little bit of lethargy as far from the organization. They are taking a long while for sending an engineer to me. So now I will switch. That means now I would like to try after with a different organization. Perhaps I may like to move to higher. Let me see how higher services are, how this organization is providing with the services. The fourth one is divided loyalty. Now, what do we mean by divided loyalty? On certain days, I shop at Spencer's. On certain days, I would like to go to Big Bazaar. Both these stores, I don't have any problem. I know that they are offering good products at competitive prices. But my loyalty towards this organization is divided. It doesn't mean that I'm dissatisfied with Spencer's or I get dissatisfied with Big Bazaar. My attention is both towards it. Is just for a change that I would like to do shopping from a different place altogether. So on certain days, let's say on the first Sunday or on the fourth Sunday, I happen to visit Spencer's. I do my shopping from there. I'm a satisfied customer every time. I only go to either of these two places. Either it's Big Bazaar or it's at Spencer's. Both of these organizations, both of these stores are competitive enough to deliver the products, the price, as far as the satisfaction level of my as a customer goes. The fifth one is the indifference loyalty. To me, it doesn't really matter whether I'm eating my food at Agarwal's, or I am having my grub at Nathu Sweets, or I am going to Haldiram's. For me, to satisfy my hunger is of utmost importance. It doesn't really matter which outlet is providing me with what kind of a food. I just want to have food. I can go to Agarwal's, I can go to Haldiram, I can go to Nathu Sweets. So this defines the indifference loyalty. Now, why are these loyalty strategies or loyalty activities so important? Why? Because it is for the organization to see where their customers are moving. Now, if I have been attached to Tanishq as far as my purchases for, that is why the Tanishq, they have this loyalty program called Golden Harvest scheme. So when they offer the scheme to their customers, the customers are attached to Tanishq. They cannot go anywhere because every month certain amount is deducted, it is debited, it is credited into their account, and you are paying, let's say, 6,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. For 11 months, you keep paying 11,000 rupees. 12th month, they give you the 75% of the accumulated amount, and then you can make a purchase. So what does that mean? That you really can't move anywhere else. Now, what are the reasons for lost customers? Why do customers, they tend to move, from organization to organization? A few of the points which I'm going to highlight may not be applicable to all the organizations, may not be going in the proper order, but yet there could be certain, points. Why? Because the customers, they would like to move from organization to organization. Point number one is dissatisfaction. Of course, when the customer is totally dissatisfied with the kind of services that he's been getting from a particular organization, he would like to switch. Second could be the relative advantage that he sees, while making a purchase from some other place. Per se, for example, I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter, that my loyalty is attached only to Spencer's, that every time I have to go, for a shopping spree only at Spencer's. I find a relative advantage, okay, few of the times I can also shop from Big Bazaar. Third, of course, could be, something like conflict of thoughts. I'm not yet made up my mind, that I should really be going to this particular place, or I should be traveling by Air India or SpiceJet or, Go Avibo, or if I'm traveling internationally, I should be availing the services of Etihad or Singapore Airlines or Canadian Airlines. So there could be some conflict of thoughts. Maybe those could be the reasons why an organization may lose upon a particular customer. Fourth could be the loss of trust. The organization has not been able to sustain that kind of a commitment in my mind, that that I need to continue with them for a more period of time. My warranty has expired, or they have started charging me even before the warranty got expired. So the loss of trust is there, so I may like to switch over to the next competitor. Fifth could be something called cease to need. I am sure that everybody would have everybody would be knowing a concept called Yellow Pages. Now, Yellow Pages is a place, it's a directory in which many organizations, they advertise. It's a publicity campaign, and it's in the form of a directory: their name, address, telephone number, their product range, their branches, their dealership. All these kind of information is available in the directory, and that directory is available 24 hours a day on the desk. Now, after 1 year, when I find that my company is well known, it is well established, and people, they know me a lot, and I'm getting a good amount of business, my need to advertise in the directory for the next year will cease. I may not like to advertise because now I'm totally a settled person. My business is running, and I'm quite known in the market. Sixth is novelty seeking. Novelty seeking means I would like to experience something new. I would like to visit a different theater to watch a particular movie. So far, I've been going to Wave Cinema. Now I perhaps would like to go to a different outlet altogether to watch a particular movie. So I'm a novelty seeker. For me now, in this case, the Wave Cinema is not going to call me. They are not going to provide me with any kind of loyalty programs, because it is for them. The people are coming and the business is running. For now, for them, it is not really very important to call upon me and just to see why I'm not visiting watching movies in their theater. Now I want to talk about customer retention strategies. That is how to retain your existing customers. Now there are 7 strategies which I think are necessary for an organization, so that when they follow these strategies, they would be in a position to retain their existing customers. Point number 1 is welcome. 2, reliability. 3rd, responsiveness. 4th, recognition. 5th, personalization. 6th, access strategy. And the last is reward strategies. Now I'll be taking all these 7 points one by one. The first one is welcome strategy. And now it is the organization's appreciation for the initiative of a relationship. So what happens is, actually normally what I experience at Tanishq whenever I go for a purchase of a jewelry, that every time you go to Tanishq, you are receiving, you are welcome at Tanishq. I mean, they give you, they provide you with a glass of water, and if you want, if you are looking for a cup of tea, for a cold drink or a coffee, you can always ask them, and they don't deny, and they offer you, so you feel that you are welcome in there, in the organization. It is creating a sort of, creating a delightful surprise, or making a good first impression, reassuring that the buyers, they have made. Second is reliability. Reliability, what does it mean? That I can rely on the organization. Whatever set of promises, the set of commitments that the organization is providing, I can rely on those. I can really take things for granted, that after I get tied up with that particular organization, all my worries would be taken care of. Third is responsiveness. Responsiveness means that the company is in a position to respond you affordably. Whenever I have a problem, the company is responding me in a favorable term. Fourth is recognition. Recognition means that they recognize me as a valuable customer. I'll take a small example over here. Me as a traveler in the airlines, the company knows that I have traveled, let's say, 400 miles. So they come up, with kind of a scheme that, I can redeem those 400 miles in terms of my next booking. So that means, out of that sum of 6,500 rupees, which I'm going to spend on traveling, from one place to the other, 400 rupees could be deducted from my total sum. So that is like, I mean, they recognize me as a valuable customer, and I also feel attached. Okay, fine, for whatever services that I am availing from that organization, things, the organization is also, responding back in some kind of a initiative that they would like to, keep me as a valuable customer. The fifth one is personalization. Personalization means that you get personalized with your customer. That means that whatever information broadcast, or advertisements that he gets through emails, he thinks that is a personalized matter for him. That the organization is specifically forwarding that kind of a message, that kind of a letter to him only. So for this, many softwares like CRM are into practice. CRM means customer relationship management. So it is a defined set that the company feeds you data into the system, and they come to know that after, let's say, in the month of February, this guy needs to have a follow up. Okay, so in February, in the month of February, not only you, but people like you, people of your category, or the people with whom the organization would have got some time, they would send those repeat requests, and those requests will land up in your email system. So in February, when you open up your mail, you see a mail in front of you. You think that the company is really taking care of your needs. He knows that in the month of February, some commitment was given from your side, and the company understands that. And in February, when it comes, that the mail has come, and it's the time that when you need to go in for that particular purchase. So you can move into the interactive mode. You can talk to the employees of the organization, and perhaps if it deals with the purchase, then you can make up your mind whether you want to go for a purchase or not. So few of the points in which companies, they try to retain their organizations. I normally get my car service, from one particular, service center. Most of you must have heard about. Every second car running in UP has, the name of Pandit Automobiles on the back screen. So Pandit Automobiles it's very close to my house also, and this particular, service center is a place on which I can always rely upon. So every year, every 6 months, every 12 months, I get my car service from that particular person. But as far as the personalization is concerned, every 6 months, 5 months, I get a call from them asking me that my car requires a service. Okay, so else what will happen is, I may forget. So I'll keep on running my car, and my car will start giving me problems after a while. So after every 5 months, they give me a personalized call. There's a call that I receive every time on mobile number. asking me, when I'm going to get my car serviced at the service center. Next is access strategy. Access means how am I going to reach to the to a person, how am I going to reach to a particular place in the organization, how am I going to access that organization, what are the kind of hurdles that I may have to pass through. If I'm dealing with an organization, in an organization there are a lot of hierarchy which is defined. So if I have to meet the general manager of it is, or my inquiry requires attention of a general manager, before the general manager I'll have the area sales manager. I'll have to go through the area sales manager. Maybe before the area sales manager it could be a territory manager through which I have to deal. So that will take a long time. Otherwise the organization might have an open system where I can go and meet the general manager directly. I can talk to him and get my worries sorted out. The last one is the reward strategy. Reward strategy means that some points. I'll take an example. That nowadays it's very common. That you get tied up with a particular organization and they give you a loyalty card. Loyalty card is on the number of purchases that you do on a particular transaction day. Certain amounts get accumulated in your card. Okay. Now in your next purchase or after few purchases, you can redeem those points. You can redeem those points in terms of rupees. So let's say I made a purchase of 1 lakh rupees today, and certain amount, let's say 1500 rupees got credited in my loyalty card. So on my next purchase, I can always redeem those 1500 points. So that's a reward strategy. You get something back in return for what you have paid. So, dear friends, I hope that I've been able to make you clear what are the customer loyalty and retention strategies. And keep watching Technia TV. And thank you very much.